I was working at University of Abuja Teaching Hospital, Gwagwalada, I stepped into the gynecology ward. The chief attendant, the consultant doctor, asked me, what am I doing here? Am I a musician? This is not a joke. That's one. Second experience, let me tell you the second experience. Second experience
is African doctors have documents from copy shop. So no, at this point,
how bad now?
I don't know if the copy shop wrong. I don't know if it's a Nigerian copy shop or is it a German copy shop?
Wrong. That's just wrong. Wow, nice one.
Nice one.
No, that was good. To be honest, I don't think I have anything to prove. Like, I don't have anything to prove. Like, you guys can keep, yapping and yapping and yapping. I'm living it. Like, I work 40 hours a week. I see patients every day. And like, if you guys think, I don't know, man. I don't know. Copy shop. That's crazy. In Germany, it's not even, this is Germany. And you're telling me that, no, copy shop, they are more than that. More than that.
Right. So, Benny went further and explained to us, he covered, so how long did it take you to cover from A1 to C1? Again, for the public. just to set a precedent here.
Like I said, I covered it from 8 months, like 8 months.
8 months.
I remember because, like I said, the date of my C1 exam was the date of my deportation, July 19, 2023. These are dates in your life that you can never forget. Because as this date is approaching, the Auslander Behold has told you this German course, this B1, in this VHS, Volkshochschule. Because this Volkshochschule, they are like special programs, discounted programs that the German government have released to help people, attend courses at a cheaper price.
Right.
Now, the disadvantage of these courses is that it takes longer than expected. However, I'm also going to give the, I'm also going to say the positive side, which is that these courses are really good. But you have to understand that I was learning German under pressure. I knew I was going to be deported. I don't want to go to Nigeria. What do you want from me? What do you want from me? Anyways, me looking at some of the comments too, I'm like, guys.
Someone asks you if someone say they need a learning partner, so perhaps your learning skills, they could use your learning skill of summarizing everything in 8 months.
Well. I would say the honest truth. My learning partner was ChatGPT. ChatGPT. I'm telling you. ChatGPT, even till today, because in as much as I'm now in the healthcare system in Germany, I still have some exams to prepare for. So, for example, the exam that I need to take to start my residency and so on. And to prepare for these exams, I use ChatGPT, not because I'm learning from ChatGPT, but because some of these exams, they are oral exams, and practicing with ChatGPT, even as a oral, mediator, to be honest, it works.
All right.
It works. So if you are looking for a learning partner, I'll just give you 2 advices. You can either use ChatGPT or you go to Facebook and you search for tandem Sprach, partners. Tandem Sprach partners, and you're going to see people. And that's also something that also helped me. I was attending a lot of Sprach Cafe in Berlin here. So Sprach Cafe, they are groups of people that come together. There are groups of people. Sprach Cafe, there are groups of people that come together to test your language.
I think I've heard of something like that.
And they test your language in very creative way. So, for example, I remember this one. I attended a Sprach Cafe in what's this name? There's this line on the S-Bahn in Spandau. And how this Sprach Cafe was is, we came and we were like 30 people and we formed circle. Like we were circle, but 2 circles in this, to explain. So the first circle was 15 people and the second circle was another 15 people, but we were all facing each other. So now each person has 5 minutes before you switch to the next person. Just picture it. So once I stand in front of one person, the first 15 people that are talking to, they are Germans that speak German on a very good level. While we, on the outer circle, we are, people that are trying to learn the language. So they gave us topics for every 5 minutes. I don't think it may be 5 minutes, maybe 3 minutes. So once it's 3 minutes, the guy starts the timer and he says, talk about dein Lieblingsfarbe, your favorite color. And you see people, and in these 3 minutes, I start making sentences. And that's why in my C1 exam, speaking was my highest. Actually, speaking was my highest. Because I know that I practiced a lot in these Sprachcafés. So yeah, that's something. So 3 now, Sprachcafé, tandem partners, ChatGPT. It works. One of the ways I learned German, I would say one of the most effective ways I learned German is through Sprachcafé.
Right. So you also mentioned before that, the Sprachcafé thing, there was an exam that you had to write.
Yes.
What's the name of the exam and what's the exam?
Okay. So now I mentioned, the exam is called the Kenntnisprüfung. Now, you can work as the hierarchy of medicine is very interesting. I always say it like that. So I'm working as a doctor does not mean that I have started a residency. Residency just basically means my specialization. Now, for me to actually start my specialization, to choose, because I want to go into cardiology, for example. Now, for me to become a cardiologist, I have to train in a German hospital for 6 years. It's called Facharztausbildung.
6 years?
Yes.
That's
now, this Facharztausbildung is what, before I can get into this program, I need to write the exam called the Kenntnisprüfung. It's like a knowledge test. It's given to every doctor that studied outside Germany, and the German Doctor Council or the examination association or board feel that your studies outside Germany is not on the same level as the German curriculum. Kenntnisprüfung.
Right.
Yes.
But how true is this statement? Someone said German is the only language you actually need to know. You need to know to learn German. And it's the only language that you can better understand from someone who actually learned German.
Yes.
And is teaching German than someone who is a native German speaker.
I agree. I completely agree. Why? Because when German is being taught by someone that learned German, the person knows not only the tricks, the person also knows the possible potholes where you might have difficulty in. Now, one way that I learned German, one way I was able to pass the German exam through these dative, genitive, accusative cases was because of mnemonics.
I never understood that shit until now. I never understood. It doesn't make sense to me. Why? Warum gehe ich in die Bar, aber ich bin in der Bar? Nothing makes sense.
I'm telling you, it's just through mnemonics, using connecting the grammar to songs. So, and the people that teach these mnemonics a lot, or the people that give these tricks to learning these mnemonics, are people that learned German as an external language. Because when you're learning, and my sister is in Germany here. And before my sister actually came to Germany, I told her that she should join a WhatsApp group. And this WhatsApp group was where, they have free German courses, free German classes, as video, video calls and all of that. Now, when my sister, the reason why I recommended this for my sister was because I knew that the person that was teaching German was actually an original English speaker. No, sorry, a French speaker. And I know that speaking or not having German as a first language gives their benefits. So I support that statement. I second that statement, which says that German is better taught by people that learned German externally.
Right. This is getting a bit personal now. In the UK, they discovered 1,000. I don't know how true this statement is. So we are only facts. So We don't know the sources of this statement, but I'll read it to you. In the UK, they discovered 1,000 fraudulent Nigerian nurses with false certificates. Does anyone trust in Nigerian certificates?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Where did you actually get this comment? Was that comment or that? What? To respond to this, I'm going to quote another comment that I also got from these same videos that is currently trending. And the comment I'm going to use, I don't know the person that said it, but the person made a comment saying, if he is a Nigerian, then I believe he did it. That's all I'm going to do. If the person said, no, for real. If he's a Nigerian, then I believe he did it. Now, Nigeria is very famous for a lot of things.
Okay.
Nigeria is very famous.
Namely?
No, Nigeria is very
Number one.
No. That's correct. That's correct. I don't know how much nurses, or I don't know the number, of nurses that were, caught in the UK using fake certificates or credentials. But what I know for sure is that Nigeria has its credibility. No. Let's not do this. I just this last week.
Right.
No, just this last week. So recently there is a Nigerian Ärztevereinigung. It's like it's the Association of Nigerian Medical Doctors. And we had a webinar, I think last week, Monday. I was a part of this webinar. And to be honest, I saw Nigerian doctors that spoke in this webinar. I didn't know that we have doctors in Germany, Nigerian doctors in Germany that are professors in the University of Mannheim. Wow. I'm like, what? Do you understand? So this person, I don't know, I've forgotten the name, but this person also has their own story. But to get to that level, it means that this is Germany. This is not. I keep saying it because I know how Germany drills you before you can get into the system.
Right.
So if someone can get to that level to be a professor in a German university teaching medicine,
right?
No, come on now. Don't play with me now. Don't play with me. Stop it. Stop it now. Stop it.
So, guys, Nigeria has its advantages and disadvantages. It has its merits,
now.
But they have some credible documents. At least we can agree on that.
The fact that you caught, come on, like Nigeria. The problem with people is that people are very good at stereotyping. Like they always I don't like stereotypes. I don't like, but people always fall into this, this social phenomenon of always stereotyping people. So the fact that you're a Nigerian means I even saw it's just that it's like the way I saw something on Twitter that, I can't trust a Nigerian man using two phones. I have two phones, for example, because my Nigerian SIM is in the other phone.
So it keeps on getting worse.
Like it just keeps getting like
you're not only a Nigerian.
Don't pressure me. Don't pressure me, I beg.
So someone said 100% he was a dealer.
He was a dealer.
I don't know, dealing in what?
Dealing in what? No. Hold up though. The person that made that comment, what do you mean by that? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Dealing in what?
100% is crazy.
Show me evidence. Because I work with evidence.
Are we talking of the dealers in Warschauer Straße?
Evidence.
100% is crazy.
I want to see what you're talking about. Show me evidence. Thank you.
Hey, okay. So,
thank you.
The comment section when it goes further and tells you, so what's the problem? Your country is not at war. You aren't asylum seeker. So meaning,
oh my God, these comments are so triggering. Do you know, to be honest, I've gone through the comments, but there are some comments I didn't see. These comments are so triggering. They are so triggering.
Very.
So yes, Nigeria is not at war. I'm not an asylum seeker because I believe I have a lot to contribute to the German system, and I have a lot to also learn from the German system, to be honest. So I'm not seeking, or I never even sought for asylum. The protection that was given to people from Ukraine as a result of the Russian invasion is not asylum. I keep saying that. So the reason why I tried to oh my God, come on now. Like some of you are just so ignorant. Like some of you are so ignorant. Anyways, I choose not to be triggered. But what I would say, to respond to that, I need to respond to that. I would say, and like I said in the first video, when I left Nigeria to study medicine in Ukraine, I was not planning on leaving my studies halfway done. My plan was to come back to Nigeria later in life as a specialist doctor. Even if I did not flee the war to Germany, I'm being straight with you guys now because we are speaking facts. Even if I never came to Germany, my plan after studying medicine in Ukraine was not to go to Nigeria. So the person that made this comment, I don't know his name, but whatever you are trying to insinuate is not working. That's it. Sefini.
Okay. Someone goes further. They were asking me why I went to a Ukraine university of all places. And there's a reply. Because you couldn't get admission to study in Nigeria.
Oh my God! Oh my! So don't insult me. Don't insult me. That's something I will not tolerate. Don't insult me.
This is as far as it gets.
Don't insult me. Okay. Let me make it clear. The main reason why I chose to study medicine in Ukraine is actually because of two main reasons. One, studying medicine in Ukraine is actually cheaper compared to many universities, many developed, good equipped universities in the world. The medical schools in Ukraine, they are good. I'm telling you, they are good. The vice president of the Nigerian Medical Association in Germany studied in Ukraine.
Oh.
In Lugansk. Dr. Balogun. I'm telling you. And this man has a praxis in, I think Baden-Württemberg. I spoke to him on LinkedIn. So I know what I'm talking about. So back to the question. I chose to study medicine in Ukraine, one, because it was cheaper compared to other parts of the world. And secondly, not in Nigeria, because as at 2015, 2016, I finished secondary school in 2014. And I waited a year to actually get the opportunity to study medicine in Nigeria. But what really discouraged me was because of the strike. In Nigeria, we have something called strike, where it's just like when the BFOG go on strike, that they are not, that's the same thing we experience the same thing in Nigeria. But when we experience it in Nigeria, this strike or this situation can go as much as 6 months. So it's like, imagine BFOG going on a strike for 6 months.
Yeah, well,
come on now. So it disrupts a lot of things. So in Nigeria, if you decide to study medicine, sometimes this is only in the public universities. Let me specify that this is only in the public universities. By the way, if you decide to study medicine in Nigeria in the public university, you might be exposed to strike. And this medicine is already 6 years. It's a 6-year program. Imagine now adding strike, like 2-3 strike. I know people in Nigeria that studied medicine for 10 years.
10 years. I know
people that studied medicine for 8 years.
That's a decade.
There are people that even came to Ukraine to study medicine because of the strike unending strike that was going on in Nigeria as a then. So what are you guys talking about? Anyways.
But there are some people who related to that. For example, one said, even in Nigeria, doctors with I don't know how true this is. Even in Nigeria, doctors with Ukrainian certificates are less seen. I had one consultant in my school back then who told a Ukrainian doctor doing house job that he ran out of the country because he couldn't pass the JMAB exam. I haven't interacted with him then, but that's what the world sees them as. For your info, Nigerian doctors are rated highly in every part of the world.
Come on now, don't play with me. Don't play with me. Do you know that in the UK, the NHS, and this is a fact. Where do I'm so these comments are so triggering. I'm telling you. That's why, for me to look at some of the comments, I had to use Chris' phone because I don't have TikTok on my phone. Like, if not, I would be responding to everyone and giving it back to them. In the NHS, which is which is a reputable medical body in the United Kingdom, they actually recognize the work experience of working in not even just the NHS, Canada, Australia. They recognize the 1 year working experience in Nigeria. And if you have done a 1 year, experience in Nigeria and you have worked, for this amount of time, you actually are opportuned when applying for the British medical license. You are actually opportuned to skip writing the IELTS exam and actually go directly into the foundation year.
Okay.
People that are applying for the British license knows what I'm talking about. So, but let's not go into details.
But what is this JMAB exam?
JAMB, so it's a Joint Admission Matriculation Board. That's the meaning. It's an exam that is conducted before you can get admission into the federal universities in Nigeria. This is I've not really delved into that direction to know what it's all about, but according to my understanding, it's just the same way when in Germany, not every score, not every grade you have in your abitur can allow you to study medicine. You have to have some certain grade. This is because I would say, permit me to say, I don't know, but permit me to say that the Nigerian government is trying to really filter that the people that goes on to become doctors in Nigeria are the best of the best. Do you understand? So that's why, and it's working. It's actually
looks
working.
like it is working.
So it is working.
Here you are.
I mean, so
But-
it is working.
Okay, I have one other comment for you. And oh my God. Really? Should I read this? Okay. So this guy says, I'm sure you're not okay. Probably you need an MRI to help evaluate your ventricles. But this seems like a reply. Oh,
It's a reply.
it's a reply.
What was the main comment?
The main comment was that the Ukrainian doctors are seen lazy even in Nigeria. They do housework. So
God.
who needs an MRI to help evaluate their ventricles?
Just ignore. Just let's all act like we did not see that. Let's continue.
Let's act like the ventricles are already.
No, like they're like let's act like the ventricles are good.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Well, there are a lot of comments, guys. There are a lot of comments. Some of the comments are we cannot read them out here on the air, and we'll see. We'll make also a lot of reaction videos. We'll see. We will reply to as many comments as we can. But for now, don't take it easy on him, please. Double check if you think you don't agree with what he's saying. So,
anyways,
go do the medicine
really,
thing as well.
really, like everyone. I think my own contribution to what you just said is, see, guys, some people function well. Like, there are different types of people. Some people do well under pressure. Some people don't do well under pressure. Even at work, like I'm telling you, even at the place where I work, when there is a lot of patients, when there is a lot of people, I know, like a colleague has told me that, Benny, how is it that you stay very calm? How do you act? How do you act so calmly when everybody's hey? Do you understand? But that was just me making a reference back to what I was saying. There are people that do well under pressure. Like, pressure builds them. I did not learn German on YouTube because I was trying to break a record. Because that's what most of you are thinking, that I was trying to break a record. No. When I came to Germany,
it wasn't war.
No, it wasn't. I'm telling you, I'll tell you how it worked so that you can actually understand. When I came to Germany as a refugee from Ukraine, I wasn't allowed to work. The government was just giving us a stipend of 300 euros per month. Yes, we were given free accommodation, but it was just 300 euros per month. If you go and check the price of German course, one level at least costs at least 200 euros. At least. I'm telling you, let's not talk about C1 exam. Let's not talk about DS. No, let's not go into the exam cost. Just one level can cost at least 200 euros. Now, with someone that just have 300 euros as monthly pocket money, do you really think that I would that just have 300, do you really think I'll take 200 euros to pay for German course? No. That was the first pressure I was under. The second pressure I was under was the fact that I had a deportation letter. Don't you get it? Don't you get it? Like, what's difficult to understand that I did not want to go to Nigeria. Yeah. The people that I knew that left Ukraine and went to Nigeria, they were complaining.
Right.
Why am I leaving Germany to go to Nigeria? What am I looking for there? Do you understand? So for me, it's like, I dreaded the thought of going to Nigeria. And I spoke to the lawyer immediately. I had the deportation letter. The lawyer told me that if I could prove that I am integrated in Germany, it's enough reason to appeal the deportation letter.
Right.
I had a deportation letter, I had the solution. It's not like I didn't even learn German in 8 months because of medicine. You know, like I think that's why it's not even actually because of medicine. It's actually because I didn't want to be deported.
You had a deportation letter.
I did not want to be deported. It's as simple as that. So knowing this, after she told me that, she said that if I can prove that I am integrated, I asked, how can I prove that I am integrated? Right. She said language. So the actual reason that was used to, appeal my deportation letter was that Germany needs doctors. Germany has a doctor here that already has a C1 level of German speaking. Why are you sending him home?
Right.
Do you understand? So I think you guys are adding 1 + 1 to give you 6, but it's not working. No. But if you just add 1 + 1, you get. I did not learn C1 German to actually become a doctor.
To enroll
if I learned to become a doctor, why is it that when I got the language certificate, I went to study nursing? Aren't you thinking? Like, do you understand? I learned the C1 German because I didn't want to be deported, and that was it.
Right. Benny, I would like to read you at least one last comment. A good one.
Let's have it.
Let's have a good one.
Let's have it.
Very brief. Proud of you, Ben.
Whosoever that is, God bless you. God bless you. I swear, God bless you. God bless you. Do you know that someone stopped me in Osbanov. I was going somewhere and someone stopped me at the Osbanov and someone told me that, hey, are you the one that I saw on Only Facts podcast?
Yeah.
You're like, I really know the one. I was like, yes, that's me. That I was the one. The person said, you are such a liar. There's no way you land Germany.
That's great.
This now, we have left the comment. We are going to physical.
Do you need security?
I'm telling you.
should we be worried? Should we get some security for you?
No, there was no aggression.
Okay.
The person was a Nigerian, so the person made it in a playful manner.
Right.
But the person was like, for me to quote the person, the person was like, Benny, na lie. There's no way you take learn German TC1 in 8 months. It's not possible. Do you understand? So I was like, God, I know you guys will find it hard to believe, but I keep saying, and I was sharing this a couple of minutes ago before we started. I am not actually the only one that did this. Like, I'm not actually the only one that did this. When I went to Nigeria to get the Nigerian medical license, I don't know if this person would allow me to mention his name, but there is someone else that I met in Nigeria where we did the medical licensing exam together. And this person also did the same thing that I did.
And this person is also in Germany?
And this person is also in Germany. On the process, together in the process to getting their permanent doctor's license.
I think our producer should get in touch with this person.
What are you talking about?
We need to.
I think maybe that's what's going to convince them when they see that it's not only one person
we need to have also this person on the podcast, perhaps.
No, they play now. They play. No, honestly,
What? That has been the comment section for you. It keeps on flowing. It keeps on flowing. It's an unending list.
No, the comments is when it got to the point that I think I didn't know the extent of the virality of this video until people started reaching out to me on LinkedIn.
Oh, that is as far as it goes.
That's how far it actually went. This guy called me from Ghana. This person told me he's in Ghana right now, and he left Germany. He left I can't remember whether he left Germany to go to Ghana or he left Ukraine after the war to go to Ghana. This is something I can't remember. But this person told me that, oh, Benny, I saw your video on YouTube on this Onlyfacts podcast, but unfortunately your name was not added. So what he did was, as I introduced myself, he wrote my name in Google and he saw my account on LinkedIn, and that's how this person messaged me.
Oh.
So somebody is going to open Jamat and say he's lying. Somebody will say, oh, it's a lie. How did he get his name? How did he? You see what your mates are doing? They play. No, really, just be playing. Because what are you talking about? Somebody messaged me and that's why currently I started working on a project. Where I'm not going to go into details, but I'm working on something where it's possible to bring doctors as well from Nigeria, from Africa to Germany. It's a straightforward path. I'm working hand in hand with an immigration lawyer as well as a worker in the Landesamt für Gesundheit und Soziales. So I'm telling you that I'm cooking up a way. That's why I'm cooking. The food is not done.
You're cooking.
But I'm working on a way to allow, because a lot of Nigerian doctors are heading to the United States, heading to Australia, heading to Canada, UK. Why? Because they speak English. But Nigerians, I've noticed that due to my recent interaction from LinkedIn, from people reaching out to me, Nigerians and other Africans, they are not against learning the language. So they're just on the part of where they lack the right information. That's why I'm working on something. It's called Dr. Jakpa. I'm working on something where I know that there will be a medium for doctors in Africa to be able to work in Europe without losing,
Well, let's wait for that. Otherwise, the social media in-laws, I give up on you. Hands up.
Believe what you want to believe. Whatever you want to believe. If you want to ask questions, you can hit me up and ask questions. I'm open to answering questions, but believe what you want to believe.
Right.
Meanwhile,
We gone.
Have a wonderful day, guys.
I don't want to add on anything from that. We gone from here. We done.
Like when I was working at the University of Gwagwalada Teaching Hospital, Abuja, University of Abuja Teaching Hospital, Gwagwalada, I stepped into the gynecology ward. I will never forget the day. And the the consultant doctor asked me, what am I doing here? Am I a musician? This is not a joke. That's one. Second experience. Let me tell you the second experience. Second experience is on the day I went to collect my Nigerian medical license in Nigeria. End of November, I went to collect my Nigerian medical license. When I went there, a lot of people were happy because they gave the licenses to everyone. Everybody was happy with the way I was looking. Somebody came up to me and was like, take this photo, this camera, please take us pictures. The person didn't know that I was among the doctors. No, I'm not actually whining you because I'm telling you facts. I'm telling you actually what happened. They looked at me and they were like, because in Nigeria, you don't see doctors on dreads, you don't see doctors on braids. I think my photo can be attached, just as a side portrait. You would see that on the day I collected my Nigerian medical license, I was on braids. And I say that other people were there, but this woman walked up to me and was like, oh, you're not doing anything. Take this camera, please take us pictures. Me that I was looking for a cameraman to take me a picture because I just got my license. She was like, come and take. So the comment that says he doesn't look like a doctor, I agree. I don't look like a doctor. I have dreads, I have earring, but if you are dying and I'm there, I will save you.